That's it too.
All right.
That's
Welcome back to Kofi Piesie TV with Kofi Piesie Research Team. We have some special guests in the building today. First, I want to say ETM Otep, Dua Duau, Dua Aku, Dua Netcher, Fatmu Alafiye, Fatmu Riri, Fatmu Iwa Pele, Majuba Iba Ie Gungun, Majuba Iba Ie Gungun, Majuba Iba Ie Lak Ba, Igungun Kiki E Gungun. I always want to give honor and praises to the ancestors, because without the ancestors, we wouldn't be here. We are our ancestors. I also want to stand honor and praises to the true and living elders, according to an African worldview and from an African perspective. I got my brother from Kofi Piesie Research Team, Brother Sutek Akandi Uyana Olawa on the panel. Brother Sutek, you got anything before we get started with the show?
Yeah, I just want to say peace to the panel. We appreciate this beautiful black couple coming on to express a few things about their business, their authorship, and everything they got going on. Peace to the chat. Make sure when y'all come in, please like the show and please help us share the show as well. Let's get into it.
All right, yeah, you share the show too on your end, Sutek. All right, but let me share my screen, go through these formalities before we get started. Let me share my screen, and then we'll bring on our wonderful guests. Let me go here. All right. Is my screen sharing, y'all?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, again, like I said, welcome back. This is another edition. This is actually our 17th guest on Warrior Scholar Show. Our beloved brother and sister Amari and Amani. Let's see. And we always dedicate each show to an ancestor. So today, we're going to dedicate the show to Nelson Mandela and to Winnie Mandela. Let's see who Nelson Mandela and Winnie Mandela. I did this because we got a couple on the panel today. I know Winnie Mandela. We know Winnie Mandela was Nelson Mandela's second wife. He's been married 3 times, but we want to venerate and honor Winnie Mandela. We also have Winnie Mandela and Nelson Mandela on our face cards. If you want our face cards, you can go get our face cards on Kofi Piesie TV. But again, Nelson Mandela, for those that may not know who Nelson Mandela is, 8th of July, 1988, the 5th to December 2008, was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, statesman, and philanthropist who served as president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of state and the first elected in a fully representative democratic I can't even say it, Democratic election. His government focused on dismantling the legacies and apartheids of tackling institutionalized racism and fostering racial reconciliation. Ideology and African nationalist and socialist. He served as president of the African Nationalist Congress ANC party from 1991 to 1997. Our beloved sister Winnie Mandela. Mandela was born in Nozima Winfrey. I'm not even finna get in. I mispronounce it, but September 1936. The 2nd of April 2018, also known as Winnie Mandela, was the South African anti-apartheid activist and politicist and the second wife of Nelson Mandela. She served as a member of the parliament from 1994 to 2003 and from 2009 until her death, and was Deputy Minister of Art of Culture from 1994 to 1996, a member of the African Nationalist Congress, ANC, political party. She served as an ANC Nationalist Executive Committee and headed its Women's League, was known to her supporters as the mother of the nation. So I want to say Majuba Iba E, Nelson Mandela, Majuba Iba E, Wendy Mandela. Also, as we all learn, is a statement and a phrase that we follow over here. We live by that statement and we demonstrate that statement daily. We must not let our ancestors down. We must not let our ancestors down. A warrior. Let's define what a warrior is. A warrior is a warrior soldier, combative of a warrior, waging war. Warrior is a person engaged in experience of warfare, broadly a person engaged in some struggles or conflict. Scholar, a person who attends a school and studies under the teacher. A person who has done advanced studies in special fields. Learned person, a holder of scholarship. A scholar, a person who studies a subject of great deal, especially at a university. My perspective of what a warrior scholar is. My meaning of a warrior scholar is someone who is well studied in raging war against mistruths, pseudoisms, and willing to stand on the battlefield against institutions and platforms that promote that. A warrior scholar is someone who is on a mission for the truth, for accurate and sound information. A warrior scholar is one who has discipline, good character, morals, and willing to fight back against those who use misinformation dangerously. To Tyler's perspective of a warrior scholar, a warrior is one who embarks on the journey of self-mastery through the rigorous physical training in an effort to better one's state of being. A warrior is one who is embarked on a journey of self-mastery through the countless hours of meditation in an effort to learn the art of stillness, becoming harmonious with their environment, and all exercising the warriors is molded, guided, torn down, and built up, and their people may live and continue to proliferate. Those who seek this path knows the invaluable gift of humility and knows their place among the hierarchy of the people. But what does a warrior have to do with a scholar? A scholar is one who embodies all of the concepts mentioned above with the focus geared toward scientific literacy and the literacy as a whole. One must first be able to read and then develop superb reading and comprehension skills in order to properly relay the message received through one's collective endeavor. Proper demonstration and methodology in any styles of discipline and field of study, it is a way to reach a proper conclusion. So a warrior scholar is one who fights on behalf of universal truth, one who seeks truly sets the standard to combat the omnipresence of misinformation, one who stays in their lane, humility, and does not portray themselves as a master swordsman if they specialize in a spear. All right. Also, if you want your Warrior Scholar shirts, I'm going to be revamping these shirts real soon with a different design. But if you want this style of Warrior Scholar shirts, goes to our store in Boca Family Connect Apparel to get your Warrior Scholar shirt. Also available now, my new text that just came out 3 weeks ago. Beautiful lessons about Kimoyo. It is on our new publishing company. You can go to our website. That is Same Tree, Different Branch Publishing. So now let's get into the interview. Let me stop sharing my screen. Hold on, escape. All right, let me go back over here. right, let me stop sharing. All right. So again, I want to welcome our guests, two warrior scholars, uh, Amari and brother Amari and sister Amani. All right, could y'all briefly introduce yourself to those that may not know who y'all? Just briefly now, because we're gonna get into who y'all are
Okay, sure. Of course, I'm Amari. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor. I'm in the financial industry. I'm also a motivational speaker, and I'm a retired Marine. I served for a total of 20 years. Of course, I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. You know, and that's who I am, man.
All right.
And I'm Amani. I'm the other half to everything that he is. I'm a serial entrepreneur myself. We do it together.
That's right.
We have several businesses. We have an online e-commerce store.
That's
we
right.
have a freight broker business.
Hey, wait a minute. We see how we gonna get into
I'm with him.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I said briefly, because I knew y'all was finna start running it down. I want to kind of lead into that so we can segue into the discussion about entrepreneurship. But first, like I said, when coming to Warrior Scholars, the first two questions is always the same two questions, no matter who come on the platform. So, what is your favorite scholar or your favorite warrior scholar? And what I mean by that can be someone that may have inspired you, someone that may have uplifted you, someone that you may be admiring, may have admired.
Sure. For me, Carter G. Woodson. He's definitely one. And of course, not just saying this because you invited me to come on, man, but you are my brother. Real talk.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And the Mossi Warrior Clan, man. So I definitely enjoy you guys' literature. It's definitely informative and empowering. So that's who I like.
And I also want to say, it was the Mossi Warrior Clan that helped me to understand more about my upbringing or my ancestors, which were Gullah Geechee. And you guys did a presentation quite some time ago, which helped me to understand a little bit more of my roots. But my scholar, my warrior scholar is Dr. Claude Anderson. I don't agree with everything that he says, but I agree with, for the most part, his outlook on powernomics, his power economics things in order to help direct us as a Black community into building wealth.
Oh, no doubt. Them some heavy hitters y'all just naming. And Sister Mine, I want to thank you too for introducing Amari to who I am, and now we family. Now we have become family.
Yeah.
We friends. So he told me, through you introduced him to me. So I appreciate
fact.
Yes.
Fact.
Yeah. So my second question would be, name the last book you all read or the book you are currently reading.
For myself, I hear Olofi's song.
Okay.
And it's by a queen named Oyoko Wiles Quinones. And it's a collection of Yoruba spiritual prayers for Egungun. For those who don't know who that is our ancestors, and Orisha. So I actually read this every day, literally, no exaggeration, every day. I'm educating myself in that regard, family. So I highly encourage you to go pick it up. It's definitely an empowering book. And that's what I'm reading, man.
Okay. What about you, Sister Amani?
As for myself, because I'm in the office so much, I need to find out how to get around these taxes. So I'm reading Tax-Free Wealth.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right. So you was finna get ready to run it down, Sister Amani, a while ago. So What?
Break it down.
So how many businesses do you guys got? You know, can you talk about your businesses that you all have? And before y'all do that,
Mhm.
I was thinking, you know, and explain. But let's back up. Your names. Let's talk about your names first. Let's talk about what do your names mean, and then serial killer. I'm thinking y'all was saying serious. No, man, not serial killer. I thought y'all was saying serious entrepreneurs, but y'all are saying serial entrepreneurs. And I hear y'all say that a lot, and I'm thinking it's y'all saying serious, but I'm like, no, they not saying. They saying serial. And then when I went back and looked on the page, a brother Amari had it on there. I said, I knew they wasn't saying serious. I thought they were saying
serious. We're serious too.
So can y'all break that down? Serial, what serial entrepreneurs?
Yes, that just simply means that you have numerous businesses that you're monetizing on.
Okay.
That's all it simply means, that you have numerous businesses.
Okay. I didn't know that. So now let's
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, so now let's talk about, you know, y'all several businesses that y'all have. Can y'all, you know, talk about those businesses that y'all have?
Sure. As for myself, you know, of course, like I mentioned, I'm in the financial industry. I'm a life and health producer. I also help people in the arena of restoring your credit, as well as getting business credit. And we help people to get business funding.
Sky Legacy.
And it's called Sky Legacy Financial Services. The website will be coming soon, you know, so just stand by for that. But yeah, that's one of the many businesses that we have that we monetize.
We also have Sky Legacy Logistics, where I'm a freight broker. I also have a number of truck dispatchers that work under Sky Legacy Logistics. We also have our Keep a Line Lifestyle, which is www.alkeepalinelife.com, which is an e-commerce store where we sell African attire and health and wellness products. We also have Synergetic Property Solutions, where we're real estate investors. We have Synergetic Network Group, which is a network group to help to connect all of our Black entrepreneurs together so that we could practice what is
cooperative economics. Yeah, we focus on helping our people to build business-based generational wealth. Also building wealth via investing as well too. That's what we focus on.
No doubt. So there y'all have it. They guys are lined up with businesses. I'm trying to get like them, man. I'm definitely trying to get like them, man. So I'm gonna define the word first before we get into entrepreneurship. So they are serial entrepreneurs. I said it right that time.
Yeah, that's right.
So entrepreneurship, the active of setting up a business or businesses, taking on financial risk in the hope of profit. This comes from the Oxford Dictionary. So that's right. You guys, how important is entrepreneurship and how important is it to invest in yourself?
Well, entrepreneurship, you know, gives you the economic power to be able to control your resources. You know, it gives you the buying power. It gives you, I know we fight this a lot, you know, as it relates to us having a voice, but believe it or not, when you're an entrepreneur in a community, you know, and you're a profitable business, you know, you're making a mark in that community, you actually get heard more, you know, in some cases, of course. Now, we all know how that go as African people, but it really does give you more say, you know, as it relates to what goes on in the community, because the businesses are what, you know, keeps the community going, you know. So it gives you that power. Also gives you the power, you know, to be able to get a better education. Now, I know where I am right now, you know what I'm saying? So I get it, you know. I'm just talking about more so access to, you know, I would say, to be able to control, the schooling, the narrative. I believe that by us having economic funding, we're able to start our own schools. So this is where Ujamaa comes in at, practicing cooperative economics, bringing together our resources. And that's not only just financial, I'm talking about our intellectual property. And I personally feel like intellectual property empowers you to be able to acquire natural property. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that economical power, man, you can start building the schools, you can pay the teachers, and things of that nature. You have more control over, the economy in your neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, the grocery stores, and what can be sold, what shouldn't be sold, you know what I'm saying? So when you got that economic power, man, it gives you some say, it gives you that leverage.
Right. That's definitely. What about you? What's your take?
I just want to add that it also gives you freedom, a different type of freedom, financial freedom. And you're financially free to just maneuver. There are some things that some people can't even say because they have a job. There are some things that some people can't even do because they have a job. And some of those things that they can't do and they can't say are beneficial to our community. But because, we're closely monitored, by the people at our job, not only are they controlling us at the job, they're controlling us off the job.
Yep.
So when you have that freedom, you're able to go out and you're self-employed, so to speak, and you still want to maintain a good name for your business. But when you're free, you have the freedom to not necessarily just say and do, but you can make a bigger impact on our community. You can make a bigger impact on the world. And also, I just want to say that that it opens doors. It opens doors. I mean, you have access to more capital. You have access to more money. You're not just using your personal name. You're able now to use the name of this entity that you're now controlling. So it does does open doors for you.
And also culturally too, when we are controlled, because we are the CEOs, we're the company executive officer, we're the ones that have the say as it relates to even what hairstyles and apparel. And as my queen stated, freedom, I just didn't want to limit this to economic. It gives us more of a cultural liberation as well,
exactly.
Too, because now we control the narrative as it relates to ourselves, man. We can be ourselves, our authentic selves.
And I'm just going to say this one thing. I just saw a post the other day, maybe it was earlier today, about Jay-Z and a bunch of other entrepreneurs and guys that are entrepreneurs that made it to millionaire status or billionaire or wherever they're at right now. And they were saying that because they are able to be their authentic selves, they can go around with dreads. They can go around natural.
That's right.
Jay-Z has his hair sticking up on his head, which is cool because they said our hair defies gravity. And we have the others that they pointed out that are able to go and be themselves.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, man, those are for a lot of great points and definitely I agree with, man. And I'm a part-time entrepreneur and I'm trying to position myself into being a full-time entrepreneur. And like you said, with freedom, I'm trying to get, more freedom for myself, especially when it comes to my own business or my own entity, because at times I may be working or may have a client or may be working on a project that we got going on. I have to stop doing what I'm doing so I can go punch in on somebody else's clock because I don't have enough freedom throughout the day because now I have to go and, on somebody else's job and help them, what I'm saying, continue to have generational wealth, and that's something that, I think entrepreneur is very important because, we have to develop of owning our own stuff again, like y'all mentioned about owning our own schools and so forth, man. So we have to get back in that mindset. Like I said, it's cool that, we know our history You know, we can speak another one of our native tongues, you know, from our ancestors, but you know, we also need to be pushing entrepreneurship. We need to be pushing economic literacy. You know, those are the things that we need to be, you know, we need to be pushing. But you know,
That's
even
right,
with
brother.
what you're saying, them restricting us, like us being ourselves. Like I'm unapologetically Black. I'm unapologetically Pan-Africanist, a Black nationalist. So I don't, you know, where, you know, like I'm saying, on my job, they can do whatever they want to do to me. I'm just gonna be real with it. I'm gonna speak the truth, you know what I'm saying, regardless. I'm not hurting anybody, I'm not disrespecting nobody. So, you know, a lot of times I'm just cut and dry. I'm just always been straightforward. I'm just gonna, whatever comes to my mind, I'm gonna think about it before I say it. But then I'm gonna just, you know, if it's the truth, I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna compromise myself. I'm not telling nobody to do what I'm doing, but I'm not gonna compromise who I am for nobody. And that's the main reason that, you know, we shouldn't compromise ourselves. This is the main reason we should be pushing for entrepreneurship. We should be pushing to be owners. We should be pushing to be CEOs, you know what I'm saying? So we won't have that problem of us being restricted of saying certain things, or us being restricted of wearing a certain thing, or us being restricted for even having our hair a certain type of way. I know when I worked for Camp Shelby, a mobbing base, a military mobbing base down in Hattiesburg. I worked for them for like 10 years. And even in the military, they were starting to get strict before they shut Camp Shelby down as one of the mobbing base. They had started getting on a lot of the soldiers there that was wearing dreads. They started getting on them, saying that, you know, they can't wear dreads, or they couldn't wear the dreads a certain length, or the females couldn't wear their hair a certain way. So, I mean, they are restricting us everywhere from us being us. They being who they are, but they not letting us be us. So it's very important, man, to own our own, you know what I'm saying? So we won't have to go through those types of restrictions that you all mentioned.
That's right. Absolutely, man.
Can y'all give some tips for the listening audience out there? Can y'all give them some tips on how to start up a business? Like I said, like I was talking to y'all earlier, people think that starting a business is way out of reach for them, and or thinking it's just too expensive. So can y'all share just a little information on people that may be interested on wanting to start a business but don't even know, you know, how to go about starting one?
I always start with you should have a plan. You know, before you go down and spend all your money talking to getting the LLC or anything else, a website, have a plan. Make sure what you're doing, or you have an idea of what you're doing and how you're going to fund yourself. Make sure you know what you're doing and how you're going to increase your business. Write the vision, make it plain. Make it and make it make sense. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we'll just jump out there and we'll do something, you know, which is fine, and having faith and doing whatever. But if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. At least have a vision in sight and where you're going.
That's definitely, I definitely agree with that. What about you, brother Amari?
I concur. I personally feel like you definitely need to look before you leap. What gets a lot of people in trouble is that they have a lot of they have a lot of confidence, you know, but they really don't know how to accomplish what they have the confidence that they can do. And confidence is only one of the ingredients. You know, if you don't have the knowledge and wisdom and understanding how to gain, grow, sustain, and protect your business, then you'll be a confident failure. So it's imperative for you to understand how to do all of the above that I said, right? Because many people, you know, I thought it was going to work, and my product, I have but it's more to it than having a good branding. It's more to it than having good customer service. There's more to it than making money.
It's a formula.
You know, thank you, sweetheart. It's a formula to it. It's a formula to it, because you got to understand, you know, that, okay, you made $100,000, but did you really make $100,000? You know what I'm saying? Because there is something that's called expenses, business expenses.
Right.
Right. And then everything that's left over after your business expenses is actually what you made.
Talk that talk.
That's your profit now. What are you going to profit? And what you make from the profit is how you sustain your life. So right. Some people, they end up going back to being a W-2 employee because they didn't have what my queen said is the blueprint, the plan, you know, and that's the reason why it's imperative to know how to run a business, knowing the various facets that it takes in order for you to have a sustainable business.
That's right. I definitely agree with that, man. That's something that I'll be talking about too. Like I said in my book, As I Learned, We All Learn, The Process of Business, Volume 2. You know, is breaking down the business. Like you said, you if you made $100,000, you know, a lot of people think that you made a profit of $100,000, but that's not. You know, that's not correct, because you got expenses. You got expenses, and then you have to reinvest back into your company as well. And then people don't even know, you know, you know, you had to pay yourself out of that $100,000. That whole $100,000 is not your $100,000. You know, some of us will see that $100,000 and think we done made $100,000, but that's far from the truth.
Sometimes people they don't get to pay themselves for a while.
Right.
So even when you go in, you should have the plan of already having money set aside, especially if you're going to go full time, because there's no guarantee that you're going to make money at all. Mm-hmm. And I think what people are looking at is something somewhat of a fantasy. It's more than just a notion. You have to put in the work, like my husband say, to make it work. Mm-hmm. There are times that we've been in the office from sunrise to midnight, you know, and it's more than just a notion. It's hard work, and you have to be consistent with what you're doing. It's not, oh, I'm self-employed, and it's not like you're on a job when you're going to get paid. You have to work in order to make it work.
That's right. Because if you put nothing into something, you're gonna get nothing out of it. So you definitely got to put in the work, man. I'm gonna just share 10 steps of starting a business. I'm not gonna go through what all I wrote down, but these are some of the things that I'll be talking about also in my book. But conducting market research, like she was saying, come up with a plan. So, you know, do your research on certain things. Like it's certain things I'm finna get ready to venture into. And I did my research on it, you know, so did the research on it, you know what I'm saying, looked at the data. So it's a good lane to kind of go into right now. But just do your research, write your business plan, as she says, write your plan, you know what I'm saying, and work your plan. That's the most important thing, is to work your plan, fund your business, you know what I'm saying, investing into yourself. Pick up your business location if you're going to have a brick and mortar.
All right, we talking good now.
Yeah. Choose a business structure. Your business structure.
That's right.
Choose your business name. Register your business.
There we go.
Get federal and state ID.
Well, somebody talking.
Apply for license and permits.
That's right. For some businesses,
right? Yeah, for some. And opening a business bank account. So those are some of the steps, and I'll be breaking it down also in my book. I'll be going, you know, a little bit elaborate on those different points. But those are some of the starting points of starting your own business. So let's talk about branding, y'all. Let's get into branding. You know, a lot of people don't know exactly what brand. I talk about branding all the time. My brand, the branding. So can y'all elaborate on what is branding, and for the record, I'll say this: branding. You should not start marketing until you have a brand. And again, I'm gonna let them break down what branding is, and I'll kind of elaborate too on what branding, what branding is. Some people will come straight off the rip with marketing and don't have a branding plan, or their company or their business is not branded. So can y'all talk about branding?
Absolutely. It's who you are. It's who you are and what service and products you actually provide. Basically, what is your niche? In other words, who is your audience? Who are the individuals that you're catering to? For instance, us, we have a Kebalan lifestyle, where we provide African/urban accessories, apparel, health and beauty products for your needs, right? Now, that's our brand, and that's who we are. Our business speaks for that.
That's our personality.
That is your mark. It explains, it tells the consumer who you are as it relates to, your business. What product and or service are you providing? So just like Brother Kofi said, it's not just, some people just they think about a logo. Well, a logo tells people, okay, this is the name of your business, but your branding is your products and your service. It's how you conduct business, and it's the products and services that you're presenting to the consumer. And it's you making a mark. What makes you stand out from everybody else? This is your branding. What severs you? Okay, you got Colgate, you got Crest, right? You got two brands. But why is it that somebody buy Colgate over Crest, right? So it's what gives you your identity, your specific, your uniqueness, who you really are. There's no other Kebalan lifestyle. We got wealth building, the wealth magnet shirt. Nobody else have these t-shirts. You see what I'm saying? Like Kofi Piesie research team. I've never seen that nowhere else. It's organic. It's original. It makes them stand out. Queen, you want to expound on it?
No, I just agree with everything. Your branding is who you are. It's just like Nike with the swoop. When you see the swoop, that's Nike. Even if the word Nike isn't there, it's the brand and it's the reputation, that you built to say who you are. And we know, okay, Nike is good product, or we know that, if I go to Macy's, they have a good brand, they have a good name, they have good customer service. I know that if I have an issue, Macy's will take back whatever. Really, your branding is who you are. It's your slogan, it's your logo, it's your everything about you, everything about your company.
That's right. I definitely agree. It is definitely your identity. Branding is finding your business and your business identity. Examples like you just gave with the logos. It can be colors, themes, personalities, mission statement. Like there's with our publishing company, same tree, different branch publishing. And there's no other same tree, different branch publishing out there. And our logo defines who we are. Our business colors are red, black, and green. And I'll advise that anybody that is doing your branding, also you have to have a mission statement as they talk about. So you want a mission statement, you want a logo, and people ought to be able to tell who you are, your identity, also through your logo. That's very important. Your theme, your theme, the services that you're providing, those are all things, like they say, that is a part of your identity. Let me see before we move on, because I want to get into marketing, but like I said, it's definitely important for small business owners to build your brand first before starting marketing, because again, the marketing is going to tie into your audience.
Yes,
your audience, who you're targeting
towards
your audience, right? So it's very important.
Yeah, targeting. It's called targeting, family, for those who are listening. When you do ads, you're going to get into that when you start doing ads. You're going to recognize that when you start dealing with marketers, that they're going to make sure that you're targeting the right people. Because if you don't target the right people, you're going to be wasting your money.
Right.
And if you don't know your audience, you don't know who to target.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what targeting is about, is who you're actually going to be focusing on. Who's your niche. That's what they call your niche.
Right. Definitely. So let's talk about marketing then. Let's get into marketing, man. How important it is for marketing your business, and what is the purpose of marketing? You know, and I know y'all know, but I'm just, you know, these simple questions.
Oh, it's all right.
Should
it's
know
okay.
this, but you know, we're trying to educate the people for people that may not know, man. Like I said, this is
absolutely,
you know.
Well, it's something I'm very passionate about, and I appreciate that question. That's why the Queen probably just paused on that. Yeah, man, because if nobody knows who you are, you know what I'm saying, then how can they support you?
You hear that, Sister Sophie? We got Sister Sophie. She's in the chat. Miss Trisma. She has, she's one of my clients. I'm working on a new logo for her business right now, and I've been on the phone a couple of times with her talking about marketing. She's a self-reserved type of person. I am too. I'm kind of to myself. You know what I'm saying? I kind of selective about who I'm being around. So, but I told her she has to get out there. People ain't gonna know what your products is, what Sankofa products is by Queen Fee, if you don't get out there, you market it yourself. People, you can have the best products in the world, but if you don't get out there and market yourself and tell people and make people buy into what you got, then you ain't gonna, you know, you just gonna have a good product and it's just gonna be sitting there on the shelf or wherever you got it stored at. So marketing, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, man. I know you're passionate about it too. What I like to say is, you know, if you don't do ads, then you can't add any money to your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, you know, market, like you said, my brother. You have to market your product and your service, because nobody will know anything about you if you don't. And let me share this with you, family. You know, my wife and I, we made 6 figures in our first year in business. Okay. And one of the reasons why we were able to do that is because of marketing and also branding. Okay. Customer service. Okay. And with that being said, right, when we started, man, we thought, oh, we just put up the website. Bruh, it was a hush come over the crowd. It was crickets, King. And I'm laughing, bro. We only probably made like 1 or 2 sales, man. 1 or 2 sales, you know what I'm saying? And it probably more than that, because our family, you know what I'm saying, was ones that purchased our products. And I didn't have any hashtags either on the post. So it was a hush come over the crowd. But believe it or not, hashtags is a part of marketing, because it affects the algorithm and it draws traffic to your post. Okay, but all right, the main thing how you're going to really start getting that money, family, is doing paid advertisements. I am telling you, you know, we did not start making any real money. I'm talking about money to pay the bills to support our lifestyle until we actually started doing the marketing piece. And once we did that, here comes the monies.
And we're talking Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram, you know, all of those places inside of social media. Because again, as my husband stated, you know, some people think that they're put up a website and then all of a sudden people can see it. But no, you have to do SEO, you know, target words.
And that's search engine optimization, family, for those who don't know.
Exactly. And you have to, not only that, not just with that, you have to make yourself visible. One thing about, you know, my husband and I being in business, I was able to focus on the back end of the business, and he was able to be in the forefront to really push our products, to really, you know, get on other platforms and talk about business, to really be out there on Instagram.
That's right.
But I was in the back, you know, in the back doing, you know, a lot of the uploading of products and et cetera, et cetera. We needed this team, you know, in order to stay afloat. But marketing is extremely important. And we did realize that when we were not marketing, we were not making any money. As soon as we started marketing again, the money started flowing.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing about me, I'm tight. I don't like to spend a lot of money, but I realize I won't get any money if I don't spend money to market.
And if I also may add to family that, as you can see, we wearing these shirts. Okay, so that is also another form of marketing. Okay, and also if you have a fragrance, market yourself. Like whenever I'm out, and she know my wife experienced this with me. Somebody be like, man, who's smelling good like that? You know what I'm saying? And I intentionally do it. I intentionally put on enough to where it fills up the room. You know what I'm saying? Because, I know somebody never feels, somebody always, man, what's that? Where you get that from? And I say, you looking at the person right here, and then having your business cards on you as well, family. Have your business cards ready, because sometimes a person don't have an extensive period of time to have a dialogue with you, and you able to pass them your business card as well. So that's a part of marketing too. So market yourself, man. We wear our own t-shirts. Like majority of my closet, I promise you, there you go. Brother Kofi got his stuff on. You know what I'm saying? Majority of my closet, I lie not, is actually t-shirts from our business. Because somebody always, oh, that's nice. Hey, where you get that from? And the suits that I wear, the African, oh, that's nice. Where you get that from? Marketing. So that's a form of marketing too as well. I just wanted to add that because some people don't think about it. Some people really don't think about that as well as a form of marketing, but it is.
Email marketing, text message marketing. It's so many different forms of marketing.
Yes, that's correct. That's definitely correct. So y'all listening, man, they dropping some real, I'll say like Brother Amari dropping some real nuggets. This is a real treat, family. This is
Yeah, let me ask a question. Can y'all touch a little bit more on, y'all mentioned target words or key words? That's
yes.
I feel like that's very important for to get into some of these algorithms and get your stuff more seen. So can you touch on that a little bit more?
Excellent question, man. Thank you for that question. As I was talking about the hashtagging, family, brother, Brother Sutek mentioned the key words. And I love that question because that's exactly what's going to draw the traffic to you. Now, we dealing with the algorithm. You have to look that up. I'm not a marketing specialist, but, it does deal with basically the exposure that you get. So, for instance, like us, we do African apparel. So, we'll put African clothing. Or we'll put kente cloth, something like that, because those who are in that arena of being Afrocentric, what happens is like Facebook, Instagram, Google, things of that nature. It puts that specific product out there in the front of that audience. So when there you go. So when they do, like my brother said, key search, when they type it in, Al-Kebalan, for instance, our business is going to pop up. You know what I'm saying? Because it falls within that key search word there. So that's what our brother is talking about. Yep. So when you do hashtags, make sure, and I'm gonna be honest with you, even if it don't pertain to it, believe it or not,
you can put,
what I'm saying? You can put
right.
Because it's going to get out there in front of people. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do, is get your product out there.
That's definitely right, man. That's why when I post, our products, whether it's the clothing, whether it's the quiz and educational cards or face cards, or whether it's our books, you always see I have a ton of hashtags down there at the bottom. So for people that don't know why he always had them, that is the reason why I have those hashtags, so it can get in those algorithms. So if somebody search Blak Panther, boop, our same tree, different branch publishing and pop up.
That's right.
TV pop. So I use those keywords as they said. So that is another form. So I mean, we giving y'all some stuff today, man. I mean,
definitely. My wife, she taught me about the hashtags. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I put a post out there, and I'm gonna tell the truth, man. It was like crickets out there. But I can help it. It's funny now, man. I was like, yo, where everybody at?
Yeah.
It wasn't going nowhere until I put those hashtags. And as I aforementioned, family, I can't stress this enough. I tell people this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you will not become wealthy just with your family. I'm talking about your immediate family, your close friends, you being in groups. Okay, that will help you out to some degree. Okay, because we were able to make those six figures by doing that, but the bulk of the money came from us doing ads. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get anywhere by just sharing it with your mama and sharing it with your aunties and your cousins and your no.
Yeah, international.
You know, you have to expand your reach by marketing, and that's how you're going to start making the M's.
Right.
Okay, and if you don't know what that is, the millions.
Yeah, that's definitely. And you know, for those that may be starting out, you know, with a new business, I recommend that till you get your bread up, where you could start using and buying these ads from Instagram, as y'all say, and Facebook, and these other platforms. Start out by utilizing these your free social medias. They free. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, these other places. I know we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook and YouTube, and also YouTube. Use those to your advantage until you're able to pay for some ads. They're free. So get on there. If you have to get on there every day, if you have to go live, if you have to post your stuff, get on there every day. A second thing I say is find you a graphic designer. This will save you some money. Meaning that if you find you a graphic designer, then they can create you some mock-ups. And you can also post those mock-ups, which also I'm plugging Same Tree Different Branch. We do graphic designs. We do mock-ups. If you go and look at a lot of stuff on my page, those mock-ups, we created those mock-ups. Those flyers, those posters, we created. So we do graphic design. So, y'all can hit us up if y'all want. And we also do clothing designs as well. But you don't have to go through me. I prefer you to come to us. But if not, those are the two things that I advise until you get your bread up. Again, is to utilize those free social media platforms and then get you a graphic designer to create you some mock-ups so you can post your mock-ups and they look professional. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two things. And then when you get your bread up, you get you a little bit of money, go to Instagram and buy the ads so they can make boost your posts and put you in these other different pockets, as she said, international. Facebook does the same thing. And Facebook, it's pretty reasonable, pretty cheap. You could pay by the day. You could pay by the week. Instagram is the same thing. So I'm not sure about TikTok right now.
Now, say you working at TikTok, you can only really reach a whole lot of people if you're hashtagging or if you have 1,000 or more, because on TikTok you can't go live unless you have 1,000 or more.
Oh, okay. That's something I definitely didn't know, because I just got into TikTok. I really they TikTok crazy over here. My wife, if she back there giggling and laughing, I already know she on TikTok. You can definitely get some views though. You could definitely get the views on there and what have you. But once you get that G though, you in the business for real then. Oh yeah, I definitely didn't know that, because I just got on that. I just got on that platform.
And let me say this too, man. It's about how hungry you are. My wife and I, man, we budgeted, bro. You know what I'm saying? We literally cut back on certain things. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to be able to invest in our business. So a lot of times, man, we're doing spending when we should be doing investing. You know what I'm saying? The spending is not going to help you eat. It's not going to help you build generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn how to make these sacrifices. So, first of all, like you said, man, you can do ads for $5 a day, family. Now, I want y'all to check this out, because I'm a numbers man. I'm in the financial industry, right? You could do 31 days. Now, times that by 5. Now, family, that means that you can do 150. What 100 and 3 times 5? Yeah, $155, you know what I'm saying, dollars for the whole month. For the whole month.
But at the same time, if you, whatever it is that you're doing, you can make that in a day. You can't look at it as if I just lost $155. You have to know that there will be return on the investment. And you can get that in a day.
Yes. And we did this now, fam. We not just talking. We actually, and my wife seen it in the same day. I did an ad for $50. I'm talking about not the whole day. I'm talking about like literally within an hour, we made $250. Somebody literally placed the order for $250 off a $50 ad. Just one person now, one person off a $50 ad within an hour.
Definitely. So marketing is very important, y'all. Marketing is very important. Let's move to the last segment, man,
All right.
and we'll jump off here. Let's do customer service. Let's talk about customer service. Customer service is is very important, man, and it's crazy. I was having this, it wasn't a discussion. It was kind of a little bit back and forth with one of my brothers. We always bumping heads and fussing and cussing each other out, but it's all in love. And I was trying to get him to understand, customer service. Customer service is also a very important part of business. Customer service can actually make a business and it can actually break a business. So can y'all talk about how important customer service is?
Well, you actually said it, man. To tell you the truth, you really did. Because, you can lose, when you lose customers, you lose money. First of all, I personally believe without the people, the vision and the dream perishes. Because first of all, there's no business. There's no business. Okay, where the nucleus of it isn't people. Okay, and I'm gonna prove it very, very briefly. If you're a singer, if you don't have nobody to listen to you singing, where's your business gonna go? If you're an author and you don't have anybody to read your literature, where's your business gonna go? Right? If you're a doctor and you don't have clients, where is your business gonna go? So with that being said, family, I believe you caught on to it, how important it is for you to treat people right. Okay, I don't see people as a dollar sign. Matter of fact, I see them as, and we actually call them family. To tell you the truth, we say our Cabernet lifestyle family. They're also our business partners. That's the way I see it. See, your mindset has to shift because these people are the one that's enabling you to stay in business. You know what I'm saying? By them shopping with you, okay, and purchasing your products and or service, you should have more of a gratitude for them. Now, I'm not telling you, they're not going to make you want to jump off the top rope on them sometime. You understand? I'm not saying, hey man, we have some people lying on us and not paying attention to their emails and getting tracking information and y'all take it too long and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie, family. It is a test of your patience, you know what I'm saying? But it's good to have that discipline. You know what I'm saying? It's something that comes out of it too, because you learn self-control, you learn anger management, you learn how to have that cool head, that Iwa Pele, having that good and gentle character. You know what I mean? So treat them with respect and remember, keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's a blessing to you as well.
And do what you say you're going to do. If you advertise that you're going to have your shipping done in a day or that you're going to jump through hoops or whatever, do what you say you're going to do. Be a person of integrity. And then when a customer has an issue, you can't, not in every situation do you just automatically go off on your customer. You try to come to a median, you try to do what you can to assist them. There are times, and I'm telling you, numerous times that we've had just bite the bullet and take stuff back and lose on that particular sale. That's okay. We lost on that particular sale, but we gained on a lot of the other sales. So I know we all hate to you know, again, bite the bullet, but it's a part of a good customer service, especially when we're at fault.
That's
We
right.
have a question. Please advise which of the PPP loans has the least hurdles to jump through or strings attached, because many of us just need money to invest into / startup the business. Now, on that's a very good question right there. Now, some don't know that there's an there's an actual cutoff date as well for the monies. And sweetheart, which one is that one again?
No, I'm gonna say that actually both of them.
Okay, so both of those,
mm-hmm.
not to cut you off, but we gotta get this out, because some people got to know this. That's why some people don't qualify. You see what I'm saying? Because you had to be in business by a certain time frame too, in order for you to get the monies. Right. Now, another thing, family, is we need you all to understand too, is that, like Brother Kofi said, and this is real, you have to have your paperwork in order.
That's right.
You have to have like your operation agreements. Okay, you got to show them, you got to have that business account like Brother Kofi talked about, because some, you know, depending on the bank that you're dealing with, you know, the one that's giving you the funding, a lot of people don't understand this. It's not just one across the board bank. Okay, it's distributed out to various banks that's a part of the program. You understand? So some of them are going to require for you to show, you know, transactions in your banking account and all those things like this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's where your paperwork comes in at, because some of them, the matter of fact, the one business we dealt with, they asked for our paperwork to show our business that it's legitimate, because you have people lying. Mm-hmm. And I think some of you know, I think one of the stars even end up getting incarcerated, you know what I'm saying, over that PPP loan. You understand? So, you know, that's what you have to do as well, to make sure that you have your paperwork, you know, and your bank account and all the transactions in place. You need your employer identification number.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You need that. You know, so some of you want loans and things of this nature. You know what I'm saying? Some of them require for you to have business credit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got to have business credit, which you're dealing with your Duns and Bradstreet number. You know, and you need to have your business registered in order for you to get that.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want business funding, you have to be business funding creditable. Mm-hmm. Creditable. Now, we all know how it go, African. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? But fortunately, we've been blessed for us to get what's rightfully ours.
And we didn't get the PPP.
I didn't get it neither.
We didn't do that by now. Let's be clear on this. We need clarity. We just didn't go for that.
Yeah,
we didn't go for it. We decided to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Which we glad we did, because all this drama came up about you know what I'm saying, about that too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But our bank, which was One United Bank that we bank with, they did, which is an African owned and operated bank. You know, one of the biggest, largest African-owned operated banks in the United States of America.
Where they located at?
Pardon? Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Their headquarters is in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. But yeah, when we finna, go ahead, sis. You had something. You was finna say something. I'm sorry.
No, just that I can't really, Nzinga. I think the best thing to do is to reach out to the SBA. The Small Business Administration. Mm-hmm. They have quite a few loans that you can get, and then you can also see what criteria they're looking for, you know, on that website. So during this pandemic, I only know of two, and that's because of my limited knowledge, and that's the EIDL grant, which was through the SBA, mm-hmm. and also the Paycheck Protection grant, and it was so that people were allowed to even go back for second funding, you know, to get refunded again, you know. But one thing about being in business, those that were just doing side businesses and under the table and all of that, they weren't able to get it. Nope. Unless they knew somebody that their paperwork gonna come up again in a minute to show that they didn't have a business.
Don't play with it, family. And another one too, and I just don't want to leave the family out there like that. Another one too is you can get with your Chamber of Commerce in your city as well. And they should actually have funding allocated for those who are African, and for funding for that as well. So I don't like to say minority. I can't stand saying that. Yes, and also grants. That's another thing I was going to get to too. So if you're looking for that, family, get with your Chamber of Commerce as well. Fortunately, where we were in South Florida, they literally had a Black Chamber of Commerce too. So for some of you, you can Google and see if you have a Black Chamber of Commerce. You know what I'm saying? Because you have, of course, we all know you have more of a chance of getting that funding. You know what I'm saying? When you have your own that has your best interests at heart. All right.
You got one more. You got another question. Do you guys? What are you trying to say, Sister Trisma? Do you guys have?
Is that a trademark or is that what is that?
Trade on your products? She might have missed. Ted, I don't know. She might have missed. Retype the question real quick, Miss Trisma. That's Sister Sophie.
Only thing I could think about is a trademark. And we're definitely working on that. We're getting ready to do that. So people, of course, can't steal your branding, and use it, because when you don't have it, it's like free
turnaround time. Okay.
They have free reign.
Yes, our turnaround time is 1 to 5 business days before we ship it out.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That. Yep. So y'all definitely need, because and that's something that a lot of people don't read on the website or even listening. So a lot of times that when you order, they order something, they instantly think that same day, that they purchase something for you, you shipping it right out. And sometimes that's not, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you have to give them, 3 to 5 business days or etc. It just all depends. I try to get sense. Yeah. So
you run out of a product too, and you get some time to get that product. And sometimes that happens, man.
Yeah, exactly. So people have to take that, into consideration, man. You definitely have to take that into consideration.
And the post office.
Yep, and the post office, man. So y'all definitely, read those websites and make sure when you're purchasing something that, it's 2, 3 to 5 business days, because even if you go to Amazon, it's the same thing. Like certain things that you buy from Amazon, they'll tell you it's shipped out within 3 to 5 business days, or it's shipped out between 2 to 5 business days. So you definitely have to look on there and see, because I know people, they be wanting their stuff like every time they get it, they be wanting it like right away, and definitely be mindful. And going back to customer service real quick, we finna end, but going back to customer service real quick, when people purchase things from you, this is to the listening audience, that, you want to make sure that you make your customer feel comfortable, and that is, when you ship your product out to them, you send them their tracking numbers, or, even if you don't send them the tracking numbers, at least reach out. Most websites that are getting billed that I notice now, especially with both of our websites, we recommend that you put your address and your phone number on there, y'all's as well, where we have your contact information. We can either reach you by phone, you can reach you by email, and then a lot of times too, make your customer feel appreciated. Like people can tell you, the last 2 years since we've been doing what we've been doing, I reach out personally to a lot of people. I just get their numbers and I just call them, and people be glad, man, you done pick up. Oh wow, and you call Kofi, man. This is Kofi. They be treating me like I'm a celeb. I'm not a celebrity, but but people that also says volumes for you and your company when you reach out to the customer and you thank them, and show gratitude and tell them that you appreciate them. You know what I'm saying, for purchasing something to them, because they didn't have to do that. So, they did. And, especially the people that continuously to support you, that you see a lot, reach out to those people, what I'm saying, and call them and, and make that day and, and thank them, man. And show gratitude that, they're buying into, your business, what I'm saying, and purchasing things for you. So good customer service is like I said, can make or break you.
That's
Let
right.
me see. So on that note, we're gonna end the show. Before we end the show, do y'all have any last word that y'all would like to share with the listening audience? And two, before y'all do that, I just want to say this. Like, I noticed this a lot. I really noticed this a lot, and we have to we have to change our mindsets. We really do have to change our mindsets in this community. Like, I noticed when people are talking about financial literacy, they're talking about entrepreneurship, they're talking about ownership, our people won't show up. But when we're talking about other things, man, like we would have had 30, 40 people in the building today.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we don't have 30 and 40 people in the building today because we're talking about ownership. We're talking about entrepreneurship. We got to do better, y'all. I'm serious. We have to do better, man. And I noticed that no matter what platform I go on and I look at people that are talking about these things, you know, they have a list. Their crowd is low. But when they're talking about other things, man, they is all in the building. So, bro, we have to do better, family. We have to do better.
That's true.
So, but sorry about that, man. I just been noticing the people in the chat today, man. Like, we have a full house normally. So, but y'all have any last words that y'all would like to share with us and share with the listening audience?
Sure. I just want to say, family, to everybody who is out there, for my queen and I, man, thank you so much for participating. Thank you for all of your questions. And for those who would like to learn further, please feel free to reach out to us. We also are real estate investors, so for those who want to go into the real estate industry, please reach out. For those of you who need life and health insurance, please reach out to me, man. It's a tool that is used to build generational wealth. Please change your mind about that too. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a product where we can set you up with, where it's literally an investing tool. You can literally get cash. It has a cash value to it. You can get up to 9 to 13% on your money. Okay. And not only that, the dual benefit is it benefits you because it has a living benefit. If you get sick, you get ill, what have you, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to have some monies in there for you. And also you're able to leave your family an inheritance. You just can't beat that. So let's get rid of these GoFundMes. Reach out to me. Let's sit down. Let's help you and your family get a business plan so we can provide you with the financial tools you need in order to build a financial shelter for you and your family. Love y'all, man.
All right. Sister, you got anything before we end?
No, I just concur with him. And I just want people to know that there's more than one way to get wealth. And one day when we're allotted time, maybe, on this platform, if you invite us again,
y'all family.
We will explain some of the decisions that we made at a young age that set us up to where we're at now. We'll explain some of the vehicles that we use to get to where we are now. As my husband stated, he's a retired Marine. He did some things to place us in this spot. And I, at the age of 19, began to put money back inside the stock market and some other things that caused us to prosper.
Okay. All right. So,
and I'm going to put our email out there in the chat real quick. Y'all like to put it up on the screen.
Yeah. Put it up there so they can get it. Also, Sutek already shared your Al Cuba line.
Thank you.
Life.com. He put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. I definitely, as my queen stated, I'm going to give them our email, Sky Legacy Financial Services. So if they want to reach out to us and schedule that appointment to get a financial plan for them and their family, because that's important too. We thank you for shopping with us, family. We want to get some money to you.
Yes,
all right. We want to get some money to you.
Yes, sir. And I'm definitely, when I get some, man, I'm so busy, but I'm definitely still interested in doing the life insurance thing. I called you and talked to you about that. I hadn't forgot. I'm still interested in doing that, man. I got a whole lot going on, man. So once I get settled down here in a few months, that's something else that I want to, step in the realm of that life insurance or selling life insurance. So I'm just trying.
I'm going to repost it. Okay, there we go. That's it right there. I'm going to delete the other one.
Yeah, he's going to be here whenever you.
Well, I wish I could delete the other one. It won't let me do it. But it's the one that says info at Sky Legacy Financial Services. That's the one. The other one, I forgot the info. So our email is info at skylegacyfinancialservices.com.
Well, what I'll do is you just send it to me, and what I'll do is, because people do come back in the archives and look at the videos, I'll post it. I already got. I'll post it in the description. So I put all y'all information in the description, so those that look at the video in the archives can go back and get it out of there. And those who have looked at the video today can just reference back to the video and get all y'all information, which will be down in the description box.
Okay, all right. And I did text it to you, but I also did put it in the chat out there on the YouTube channel.
Okay, all right. Well, I said ETM Hotep in the beginning, which means bring forth peace. So now I want to say Shemem Hotep, which means to depart in peace. Peace and Black African power. And we'll see y'all when we see y'all. We out. Thank y'all, family.
Peace.
Welcome.
Peace.